Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Good morning, those who are here in person at Temple Beth Am in the sanctuary, and to those who are joining live via Zoom or on Facebook Live, either on my page or on the synagogue's page. And hello to anyone who's listening to this asynchronously or via Temple Beth Am podcast. We're here for some meditation, 15 minutes or so that we're claiming for ourselves. The only goal really is to be. Maybe a little bit of thinking, a little bit of images, but mostly to be, to breathe, to anchor, to reawaken even if we've been awake for a few hours. It's possible to sleep through one's waking hours unless someone is directed towards being very intentionally awake. As is almost always the case, I like to do a Friday meditation that is through the prism of an image from the Parsha. We have a double Parsha this week, Parshat Chukat Balak. And the Chukat portion opens with a ritual that is really obscure, obviously, to modern eyes, but has some deep wisdom within it. The ancients believed that when you came into contact with someone who is dead, with a deceased, that took something from you, right? Not a bad thing. When we translate tahor and tameh in English as pure and impure, we're doing a disservice to those words because it's impossible to say the English words pure and impure without it having a negative connotation. In the Torah, according to the scholarship that I believe, that I listen to, tahor means life flowing, tameh means life ebbing. It's a natural state of being. And when you were exposed to death, there was a life-ebbing impact on your spirit. And so the Torah provided a ritual to move from being tameh to tahor through the admixture of the ashes of the red heifer that would make this mei nidah, this water of lustration, and when it was sprinkled on you in a particular way, that brought you back. What's interesting to me about this ritual every year that I come to it is there's an interplay. There's a psychic, spiritual interplay. The person who is in need is tameh, has to be administered to by a kohen, a priest, who is currently tahor. In the process of administering and healing and bringing back to full wellness the one who had been tameh, the kohen who was tahor becomes tameh himself, which I think is a really ancient way of recognizing how draining sacred healing work can be. Right? It does not poo-poo it, it elevates it. But we've got at least one physician who's watching us right now. When you are spending your hours helping others be well, that can move you in the direction of tameh. It's not a bad thing. It just means that you are now going to be the one in need of someone else to bring you out from that pit. And I feel that way all the time in the work that I do. It's sacred, wonderful, beautiful work. And sometimes the heaviness means that you're going to be the one who has to rely on someone else to be the tahor presence in your life and bring you back. Sometimes you can do that in an internal process, but compassion fatigue is a real thing. And I think Parshat Chukat said something about that. Okay, longer introduction than I had in mind, but when we get into the meditation, I'm going to be playing around with this notion of movement from tahor to tameh, how we experience it from others and how we offer it to others. With that in mind, I invite you all to close your eyes. Close your eyes and begin to enjoy. How many moments in life we're alive, but not really awake, and not extracting all the enjoyment that we can. Enjoy the position of your body. Enjoy your body. No judgment. And let your body be, for the next few minutes at least, exactly as it wants to be. Not using any excess muscle tone, to hold things in or hold things up. Just let it be a lovely, well-earned droop of your shoulders in their sockets, your belly and all of your innards, just allowing gravity to do what it wants to do. Your feet not just lazily sort of on the floor, but really flat against the floor, as if they can feel the pull, the suck of the gravity through the earth, drawing down the bottoms of your feet in an embrace. We turn our attention to our breathing, trying to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth, breathing as if air were a gift, because it is. Breathing as if breathing itself were a delicacy, because it is. And let's start by taking 7 deep breaths in and deep breaths out. See if you can keep count without letting your mind become too distracted. If you feel like your mind is wandering, come back to the count. If you lose the count, start at 1. If you never finish the count, that's okay. But use it as a metronome to push everything in your mind as far away as possible. And as you stay in this place of wonderful heaviness, focusing on your breathing, you're going to conjure in your mind these polarities, these kissing cousins of polarities, tahor, tameh. Life flowing, vital, and life ebbing, draining. Both natural states of being, one neither good nor bad. Even think of the last day of your life, whether or not you were dealing with loss or death or grief. How many moments you toggled between being fully tahor, fully vital and vibrant and of life, and being more than a little tameh, spiritually exhausted, a life force ebbing from you, needing another's uplift to bring your head above the surface. I want you to conjure in your mind someone a particular person with whom you have a tamei tahor exchange. Could be a spouse, a friend, a colleague, someone with whom you are both doing a regular dance, where the one who is tahor helps lift up the one who's tamei, and in doing so, the roles reverse. So the one who was the helper becomes the one in need of help, and the one who was helped now has the energy to extend a hand. Conjure this relationship, what it takes from you to help bring this person from tamei to tahor, and what it feels like on the other end to be needy, to be reliant, and to receive that help from the other. And see if you can find a way in your mind to imagine not that there's anything wrong in being in this exchange with another person. Can you be the one who helps you get back to tahor on your own? Can you be your own healer? Can you be the tahor presence in your own life, even when you are tamei? Watch yourself do for yourself that which sometimes others so blessedly do for you. Tamei, tahor, tamei, tahor. And when you're ready to return, you can open your eyes. Come back to the room that you were in. Move your fingers a little bit, move your toes. Feeling the gift that you just gave yourself, and maybe the gift that will keep on giving as you find a way to move yourself to tahor whenever you need. I'm going to share the screen. We'll say the closing meditation prayer together 3 times. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. And may we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. Wish you all a shalom and a Shabbat shalom and a namaste to you. And I look forward to seeing you all soon.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.